Quite frankly, I don't think that there's enough that can be said about Hags.
I always look forward to going to his class, and he's patient about things, and he always puts me in a better mood.
I really liked him because I thought he was the same person on the court as he was in the classroom, super passionate about whatever he was teaching.
I usually didn't like science for many years, but right now I really like it, and he makes me understand things more.
He's the teacher who most taught me that I can't always succeed at everything.
In the class, he made analogies for things that we could understand, so we understood bio. And for me, at first bio was really hard, but Hags helped me get through it and made it really fun.
He teaches subjects that are rough, difficult to learn, but he teaches them to just the right degree.
So our JV season, we did only win 2 of our 16 games, something like that. And he taught us in life, you're not always gonna win, stuff happens. You may fail a test, you may do great at a test, you may win a game, you may lose a game. It's just about how you bounce back and adjust.
Miss F has just been that one teacher at the school that I can always go to and talk to and express my feelings, and she's helped me through a lot since I've been at the school.
Yeah, she's taught me to, whenever you have a problem, to take a step back and really look at it and think about it before you act on it.
I still remember things that I've learned in Miss F's 7th grade history class, and I'm a senior, which is kind of crazy to me.
She always wants the best for kids, and when I feel that when she talks to me, she always wants the best for me.
She just always came in and checked on me to see if I'm okay and how things were.
And she understands that as teenagers we have a lot to do and there's only 24 hours in a day, and so she doesn't really try to push us past what we can do. She understands that sometimes we need a break and sometimes we just can't do everything.
In football last year, when I injured my back, she was the first person I received a text from telling me how I was feeling, and what happened, and asking if I needed anything. So I really did appreciate that.
I just really appreciate Miss Tenenbaum. She always has so much effort into little activities and games.
Today's class was always a very fun class, and I was always looking forward to it. And we did really cool activities, and I really liked how she taught, we basically taught the class our presentation, and that's how we learned.
There are note cards with little Hebrew words, and then each one is individually taped on and flipped around. It's not she just printed those. She did it, and she made those little decks of cards for games.
She's always there for you when you need it, when it's sometimes it might not be related to the subject. If you just need her, she's there as a friend.
Coach Nate, he's very funny, and he also makes everyone grow as a player and a team player.
Coach Nate is about good sportsmanship and being a leader.
You always got really excited to go to PE. It was like a race, who gets down to PE first.
And he's just overall a really fun coach.
He's a positive person. Maybe losing a game, the game might have about to end. He didn't give up. He was telling us keep going, it isn't over yet. His lessons work, apply for everything, even though he wasn't really an academical teacher and more PE. What he taught could still apply for real life.
I chose Coach Shirley because she's found a way to make school feel like home for me.
I don't know, she's just super sweet, and I can talk to her about anything and fun.
Whenever I was stressed in school, I knew that if I had Hebrew next, that it was gonna be fun, and she found a way to teach us in a way that we want to listen.
She's just always very optimistic, looking at the better stuff. Then you're always happier.
You could just talk to her from not as a teacher and student, but as two people having a normal conversation.
You can tell that she genuinely cares about her students, and it's not just a job for her. It's something that she loves to do, and she loves every student individually.
I'm not just a teacher.
Yeah.
She's a friend also.
Yeah.
So I chose Mr. Miroff because last year in web design, he was always there for me. He taught me, he stayed after class, he answered all my emails with any question I had, and thanks to him, I was able to go past the class and be better than what the class requirements were.
He's also really nice, and he's kind, and he thinks about like other people's problems whenever we have questions. So he gives us something to do, but then he kind of lets us do it any way we want, which makes it fun and more comfortable.
Something that he stands for would be, yes, we have to respect each other and we have to be in class and paying attention, but he also loves having some fun in the class by cracking jokes and all that, so that even though the lesson might not be the funnest lesson, you don't get bored, you don't get distracted, you're always paying attention.
Dijon, like Dijon with a J.
He makes lessons very easy to understand, and he's very nice, and he cares about all our students.
When I just walked in the classroom, I feel the great energy.
He came in the middle of the first semester. Yeah, it was like he got thrown in, kind of like you get thrown into like a lion's pit.
He came in at the middle of the year, and he took over like a really good teacher. The desks were like all like in rows, and he was like, I can't, like, I don't feel like I'm connected to the class like this. So he like moved the desks, and he does like different activities to like make us want to be there.
I didn't always enjoy math, but now I really do.
Nebo really teaches me to like be on top of my stuff. I consider her more of like my friend, because like literally like I just love to like go to her classroom and like talk to her.
She's free and open. She lets you like have fun.
She is an amazing teacher. I love art, and I wish I could do it next semester.
Whenever I get here home early, like I go to her classroom and talk to her.
Sometimes it's really stressful, but like it feels like very like happy, like exciting.
When you're stressed about something, like you can go to her in the morning and she'll like de-stress you.
She's relatable. She's the person that will make you see that what you're doing is valuable.
The day that Mr. Inskin came in, like after class, me and my friend were like, whoa, this guy's like a genius, like what's going on?
Before I was like failing math, like I wasn't gonna pass. And then like when he came, like my grade went up like 50%.
He's just made like a really big impact, and he's super motivational.
He's like a really good teacher, and when he came like in the middle of the year, I wasn't doing very well in math, and like he's just like made it like so much easier.
I don't know, he has a way of teaching that really like gets into your head, and like when you're going over the notes, like you hear his voice.
And I've been like scoring really high on all the math tests, and he like always like accommodates to like how I learn best and how like other people learn best.
I had Miss Benson 2 years ago for macroeconomics. I wanted to talk about her because she made a big impact on me.
She really appreciates just when you're like present in class, like as opposed to like always getting the right answer.
I didn't really know a lot about money, and I didn't really know a lot about the economy, and the second I stepped into Miss Benson's classroom, she instantly like changed my view about things, and she made it very accessible for me to learn how to do things.
Her final project really had a lasting impact on me because it wasn't a regular test. It was a project where we had to use all the skills we learned and make a business. Yeah, that's what I want to go to college for and study business, so it really did help me and gave me a sense and a small look into what I would be getting myself into.
My grades since the beginning of the year to now have like drastically improved because she's sat with me and really just like helped me get through things. Every single time I am studying for a test, I hear her voice saying bonds go up, interest rates go down. And it's like a consistent thing that she really cares, and she really wants to make sure that you love macroeconomics.
I don't know, I feel like you get there, and like even if whatever you're learning that day is hard, like you can tell that she has a passion for what she's teaching, and that she really loves it, and she loves like being in the classroom with us, and that makes it just all that better.